wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Up next, a good one in the NFC West and a wild card rematch from a year ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks.
From the gun, it's Lance. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Edwards on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
White. Ready.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Go. Hey, check mega.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Lance to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Charbonnet. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Smith. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now Lance looking to change it up. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here comes 3rd down and 7. And now an audible here into something else. On play action, Lance. He had a man open, but he past him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Throwing on third down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. On the give, here's Charbonnet. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
On the double.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
2nd down and 4. And Lance, he's going to change the play. second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 here. To throw, it's Lance. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Ready.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Diabador Lenore up to make the tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. And Charbonnet once again. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 43-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 10. A run now with Charbonnet. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Gino. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on, set. Ready.
Lance on the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Tackle back at the 28-yard line.
On second down, here's Lance. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Green Jack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right through. And they put the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And some room to run now. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough. With a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Smith now to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 72 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Fights off the defender. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thorne, that got in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Ready?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now they're in the hurry up.
Back at the 43-yard line.
Blaster, sit. Hut, hut.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now. When you're throwing it to the fullback, just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Lance now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 4.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Lance looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Geno now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, here's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Lance to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Ready, ready.
Now Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Ready.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Set.
Here's Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Gino. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made
and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12.
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On the tackle, Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.